Black men are the worst men to date, and they are not romantic. And it is hard to find a black man, a good black man these days.
Where are we meeting decent men?
I don't care. I don't care about being an independent woman. I don't care. Someone save me, please. I can cook. I'm also good at sex.
Always in relationships.
You know?
What we realize is that our standards were too low.
You guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40. Just go get with a girl that's in her 20s and live a normal life.
Where women will go put themselves out there, dress up a little more, make themselves seem a little perkier in an attempt to get men to approach them, and the men aren't approaching them.
Being single.
That's what it's like over there, huh?
States that black men are the worst men to date, and they are not romantic. And it is hard to find a black man, a good black man these days. And I 90% agree. Why 90%? Because there are some good black men. There are. Like, the world is big. They treat being romantic like a crime. You even see a lot of black men result into other races because they feel like black women are so mouthy because we stand up for ourselves and we have confidence in ourselves. And all we be asking for is simple respect that can't even be given. They think that it needs to be earned. Okay? They put us through a training program like the freaking Olympics. And it's honestly sad. It's so sad. But this is why a lot of black women are being seen with other races as well.
No, that's not the case. Because today we're going to show what's actually happening.
And I'm just sitting here like, ain't outside. Although I would like a very good fried piece of fish right now. That is what I've been eating, chicken all week. Fish sounds so good. And I'm like, you only gonna take 2 bites. You gonna get full. Ain't nothing outside for you. There's nothing outside. Your husband is not in no club on no Thursday night. He ain't.
I see the issue. Why you can't get a man? You hiding that body and that face. But I can tell from here, the cheekbones and the way you talking about food, you want to be held so bad, but he can't get his arms around you. And yes, you were crying about it. I feel you. I'm sorry for that. But stop eating your problems away. They're creating more problems.
I picked my outfit out and everything. And I'm like, I will have to get in the tub again. Do my makeup. Put my nails on. Do my lashes. By the time I make it to the function, it's going to be 2 a.m.
Why are you going to a function at 2 a.m.? Ladies do that. They always get to the function late. You know, it drives a man crazy. But let's get into the next one.
I just cried. I just saw the absolute most cutest video ever. It's this couple, and they're in the car, and like the boyfriend's a golden retriever on the caption, and he's like says to the girl, because he's going away for like 3 days, he's like, if you're going anywhere, or if you just want to like anything, just text me, call me. You're going to the store, just text me, hey babe, I'm going to the store, I just want you to be safe and all that. And I was just like, ugh. I literally wanted to cry because I was like, damn, that's what it's like over there, huh?
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
Yeah, they're in dire straits, but it doesn't stop.
I hate being single. It sucks out here on these streets. It sucks so bad. Like, honestly, it's so bad. So I've been talking to this new guy, maybe 2 weeks, maybe not. Maybe a week. And he's been calling me nonstop. Every day, every morning. Good morning, how are you? In the afternoon. We talk in the evening. Texts all day long. And then, like constant. And then today he called me. He's like, yeah, let's go on a date later this evening. You know, I'll call you later. I just gotta do a little bit of work. And when
I'm sorry, I gotta say it. You look like a lady of the night. It's the pink hair. That's pink hair. You look like you take tricks. You do, right, guys? Doesn't she? For $40, she look like she got the $40 hollow.
I'm finished up and I get home, I'll give you a call. And nothing. No call, no nothing for the rest of the evening. Like, it doesn't surprise me because it happens all the time. Like, it happens all the time. I get stood up all the time. I get stood up constantly. I know everybody does. Like, this is part of dating, like, whatever, but it's so frustrating. Why do you act like you're so into me? Why do you call me so much? Why do you act like you really want to meet me?
Last two ladies, the extra pounds. It's hurting you. You at least would get used more, right? Men wouldn't be standing you up. They'd be trying to meet you and get in there. But men don't want to get in there. Or they just be friendly with you to get in there. But you may be holding off. That's what happened. That's what's happening. You're holding off, so they're holding off.
And then, poof. It's like, what? You're the one who arranged the date. You're the one who wanted to, like, hang out today. And then, nothing? Nothing.
She does
And then, it does surprise me and it doesn't. Like, you know, he seemed different. That's the problem. You know, like, they're good at trickery. You know, like, he seemed nice. He seemed like a normal dude. Like, you know, there was no, like, sexual talk. There was no over flirtation. It was just, we had a really good conversations. And we would talk on the phone for, like, a while. Oh, well. Next. Next. You know, that's what it is. It's just next. Just whatever.
Yeah, but this is how men feel.
Women are upset that men aren't approaching them in public anymore. There's a new trend going on where women will go put themselves out there, dress up a little more, make themselves seem a little perkier in an attempt to get men to approach them, and the men aren't approaching them. And they're upset about it. Newsflash, ladies, y'all created this problem. Y'all supported the feminist cause that said men should be shamed for approaching women. Y'all created imaginary boyfriends who don't exist to say, I'm not interested. But because you didn't have the balls to say I'm not interested, you said, I have a boyfriend, and made an excuse. And now there's the T app, which is publicly doxing and shaming men for approaching and talking and dating women. So explain to me how you plan on fixing this problem that you created.
Well, they can't fix it, right? Because it's gotten out of hand. Way too out of hand.
I do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a roster. I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do.
You don't have to build a roster. Find a guy you like. Try to approach him, right? It doesn't work. Try again. Like, shoot your shot. Do what men do. It won't be that hard.
I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men,
What?
you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40. Just go get with a girl that's in her 20s and live a normal life.
Living life in peace. Ain't it amazing? She's young and she came to her senses early. Look, if you keep it up, there may be a shot for you. You're getting pissed young. This is a good thing, guys. She may have some hope, but that modern woman brain, it turns on, and then you switch off your regular female brain. Like, ladies, that's what the issue is. You're not woman, right? You're not females. You're walking around acting like men. So if you actually turn on your brain, right? You actually want to be nice to a guy. Think of what you can do for a guy. You'll have a shot. I'm only saying this because you're young. You're young and you look frustrated right now. And you're like this as a young girl. I'm giving you some leniency, right? If you see this video, you know you're not completely ruined yet. But switch on that female brain. A lot of ladies may go, oh, wait a minute. You tell me to cook clean? No, it's not just that. Be considerate. Reciprocation. I say it slow. Men want reciprocation. You do for me, I do for you. Think about what I'm saying.
Girls don't have that luxury. I'm now sitting here at 25 having to figure out how to get back in these streets so I can
Don't
figure
get in the
out.
streets.
So 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child. Like, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be happy. Like, I want all of these things. But people don't want that nowadays, it feels like no matter, it's like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting. Like, my friends helped me make a Hinge and a Tinder, and it's like, I hated it. I ended up deleting my Hinge, and I'm getting ready to delete the Tinder because it's just like I don't want to talk to anybody on there.
I'll tell you, I know what happened, right? Because she has a kid. You should have kept your let's. You know what's funny? Because now she feels she's on a ninth inning because she has a baby and she knows she got to get a daddy for that baby. And it's going to be a long, hard road because you have the kid. And you talking about getting out there in the streets? No, think about getting a husband. That's what you do, right? You may have to build a man up. My mama did it. Can you do it? I don't think so. Because a lot of you ladies nowadays are like little girls.
Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like I'm just sitting there, like a magazine, going through like clothing. That's what it feels like. And it's like, I don't want that. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that at all.
When she talked about why so many women over 35 are single, thinking that it must be because we have too high a standard. No, it's because we had too low of a standard. Many of us have had men ever since we were 15, 16 years
We know.
old. We was always in relationships.
We know.
What we realize is that our standards were too low. Many of us, we've already done build a man. We've already gotten a man that we tried to invest in. We tried to believe in, whether or not he was rich, poor, we done did all of that.
You know what's funny? She's explaining this and men know. You was busy dealing with Vampire Life, True Blood, Dracula, Pookie. That's the Jim Jones right there. Pookie. You was too busy dealing with Pookie. And everybody knows that song, they know what the joke in that. Vampire Life, True Blood, Dracula, Pookie. He said spooky, but I said Pookie.
That now, if it doesn't come with what it's supposed to have, we're not waiting for the accessories or the extra parts to be delivered. That's the time that we're on. It has nothing to do with, oh, when you were younger, you were out here running the streets. No.
You see what the young girl said? That's why I respected the young girl. You guys see now? This is why I said she has hope, right? She does have a kid. She messed up. She should have kept her legs closed. But you see the way she's acting as compared to this lady in her 40s, probably hitting her 50s. Oh, yeah, we doing this. We saying we're not going to take that no more. Like, who are you fighting against? The other girl said it. Men at 30 and 40 going to get 20-year-olds overseas. She said it. She knows it. What are you talking about, lady?
Many of us, when we were younger, we were investing in a man. And then we got in our 30s and we realized that investment didn't pay off. So now we're investing in ourselves. And investing in ourselves is paying.
It's going to leave you by yourself.
Off more than it did investing in a relationship. And that's where we are now. We can't find someone that can add to this investment, add to what we're doing. We're not willing to take the chance anymore to invest in someone else.
Bills?
You know, once you get to 35, 40, you're starting to think about retirement, 401ks, pensions and things. We don't have time to be out here rolling the dice. That's someone that's not.
She said 401a. She said 401a. That's how I know you don't got one. She said 401a. Oh, you're not thinking about 401as? This stuff writes itself, y'all. I can't.
Single is freaking sucky and it's freaking hard. Like,
everybody's like, oh, but you're so young, and it's like, yeah, I know I have time, whatever, but it's like, dude, some days you just get sick of it. You're like, I have nobody to come home to, I have nobody to make plans with ever, I have nobody's freaking family to spend time with, like.
But I'll give you a chance. You see the difference, guys? They're young, and she may be like same age as the other girl, 25. I don't know if she has a daughter or son, but they're feeling it. There's a difference. And I'm not trying to play my people, but you see the difference.
It's just freaking sucky. And then
not all of them, though, not all.
I don't know, you guys. Like, honestly, most days I'm chill. I'm okay with, like, being single, but, like, some days you just get so sick of it, and you just feel so alone, and you're like, literally, where is this person that I'm supposed to spend, like, all of eternity with? Like, where are they? And it just gets hard, and you're like, are they even coming? Like, genuinely, I don't know. I don't know, and sometimes there's just no hope, and yeah, you know, just check on your single friends, because we're holding it together, and some people genuinely are, like, so happy being single, they don't even think about being with anybody else, and that is totally fine. I wish I was like that, and I don't think about my singleness every second of the day, but some days it's just so freaking hard to keep it together and act like I don't want that, because I want it so bad. So yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's good, but the crocodile tears online, men are not going for. But I would say this: because of your age, you have a smidget of hope. Seriously, right? I'm an old guy. I'll tell the truth. I'm old. I may not look that old, but I'm old, and yeah, I understand what you're going through. Females don't thrive in loneliness. You know, a lot of females act. That's what they get on social media and do. So that's why I commend the young girls. Seriously. And you know, I haven't seen any, but there are some young females of my color and other races that feel it. And I say they have a shot, right? Because anybody that understands what they're going through can get out of it.
Some advice I wish I knew sooner. It is not a bad thing to be isolated or by yourself or be alone, or single and not in a relationship. I don't know why everyone is like so sad about not being in a relationship. Yeah, I get it. It's like a great thing for some people, but I used to think that being alone was such a scary thing, but I have been the best in every way possible while being alone. And I found that when you take your time away from people who you lower your vibration and energy for, it comes back to you. Because authenticity is the highest form of energy, and you really lower that when you hang with people that you have to lower your authentic self for. So for these past like months, I haven't really been hanging out with anyone, honestly, man. And I enjoy it. You know, I love my own company. Don't let people scare you into thinking being alone is a horrible thing. It is not when you truly love yourself. Being alone is a scary thing when you hate yourself, because you will try to be with other people to fill your insecurities. And I will say that again. You will try to hang around other people to fill your insecurities because they fill them for you. And I feel like I used to do that a lot of times with people unknowingly, and then I really spent time alone and I understood more about myself, and now I love being alone. I love my own company. I love going to myself to the movies. I love shopping alone. I love grocery shopping alone. I love watching movies alone. Like, and I just said that because that's how much I love it. You know, you can tell I'm being authentic through the camera. And you can tell when people aren't being authentic. And truly that takes away a lot from someone and their energy. And that's what I've learned this past couple of years, is that it's not a horrible thing to be alone. And it's honestly such a red flag to me when people can't be alone. I try to see why and understand why, and it kind of just shows up in one way or another. So yeah, protect your peace, protect your energy, and be yourself, man. It's the best thing you could do for yourself.
God damn, some of you guys came hard in those comments on that video, and I'm not even mad about it. It was very entertaining to read. Very nice, some of you, very funny others, and whatever on some others. But this was not a man versus bear situation, so tuck in those feelings. I was never actually scared for my safety. The joke that I made about walking me out to my car had more to do with the fact that I'm less likely to have another awkward conversation with him if there's somebody there. So that's all that was. It wasn't a call the cops situation. I fully admit I am new to getting back into this dating thing because I was married for over 25 years, and I am more used to the, hey, do you want to get some coffee? Do you want to go catch a show? That kind of thing. I know how to deal with the yes and no of that. Asking me to tackle you repeatedly in my lane at a grocery store for like a couple minutes of a 5-minute encounter, I admit I don't know how to deal with that. That's a little weird. So that's why I posted the video. That was just weird. But yeah, a lot of you came up in the comments with some ideas on how to respond if somebody asks you to tackle them, and I will file that away for future reference if it should ever happen again. But I don't know. Thanks for the entertainment, guys. That was fun.
These are the hardest, especially during the holidays, because I know I deserve a good man. And I'm not gonna settle like everyone else just to have somebody. These people be settling. Not only settling, you're causing yourself heartbreak. Just so you don't want to be alone. Like, don't be that person this holiday season. I know it gets hard. I know you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, damn, how am I not being cuddled? Like, I want to feel somebody. I know I've been there since 2022. But in the waiting period, God, just keep giving your heart to him. I don't care about being a girl boss anymore. I don't care. I don't care about being an independent woman. I don't care. Someone save me, please. I can cook. I can clean. I can grocery shop. I'm really good at laundry. I fold laundry really good. I can fitted sheet. I can bake. I'm really good at cooking. I already said that, but I'm really good at cooking. Shopping. Just wifey stuff. Like, I don't care. I finished my nursing prereqs. I was going to go to nursing school. I don't care. I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to do it. Okay? I'm good. Put a ring on me. I'll pop out babies. Not yet, but like, I will. In the future. I'm also good at sex.
All right, so I hear what you're saying, but I don't see the authenticity, right? Like the other young girls, you saw it. So I did a crime scene investigation. I said, I need to pull some more evidence to see if she's really cut from that cloth, right? Because I don't see any emotion. This is what I found.
I hate taking guys to my hometown bar because everyone loves me there. Like, everyone, oh my god, I look like a harlot. Like, it looks so bad. It does. And I'll give them that. It does. I look like a walking red flag. Anyway, so this guy, I take him and his friends out because I want to show him my hometown bar. It's a dive bar. Like, it's divey. I like dive bars. Anyway, and they were like, is there a cover? And I was like, no, it's a dive bar. Da, da, da. And then I was like, wait, actually, because they usually play yeehaw music, but now every last Saturday of the month they play hip hop and they have a DJ, so they usually charge a cover. And everything just was so incriminating to me. But I was like, actually, tonight there is. But I was like, they never charged me or anyone who's with me. And oh my god, it just gets worse and worse. And he was like, red flag, red flag. And I'm like, please. I'm like, I know. I can't defend myself, but like, it's not like that. I went to high school with the bouncer. Like, please. Also, to make it worse, which did happen in front of the dude, the owner loves me also. And he stands outside doing security every night. And every time that he greets me at the door, he's like, hi. He's always happy to see me. Gives me a big hug. He always lifts me up and pops my back. So that, on top of all me and all those guys getting in for free, and then just he picks me up and pops my back in front of everyone. Crazy work, and just like all this security like saying hi to me when I'm walking. But oh my god! And then to make it worse, I'm at the bar top ordering us shots, and I go to pay, and the bartender doesn't charge me. He's just like, go, and oh my god! It just kept getting worse. But anyway, I went to high school with him. It's not my fault. I'm not a Harley. It just. Yeah, I did look like a red flag. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't take him there anymore. That's...
Look like a red flag. Why? You very friendly. Seriously. I'll be like, I'm with some guys. Not right now. Seriously. Grab his arm. Don't do it. He picks you up, does it anyway. Still look bad. You shouldn't have went there. You're right. But run. Don't just run. Run very fast. Escape. Hit the eject button. Get out of there.
One. One.
Before that I am intimidating to guys. And like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Am I supposed to change?
Okay, here's the problem when I see videos that are like this. And listen, I'm not trying to make fun of this girl. I'm not trying to bully this girl, but here's the issue here, okay? If you guys couldn't tell what she was about to go on a rant about, she's going on a rant saying her friends are saying that the reason she's not being approached is because she's just too intimidating. And let's just ask the audience, do we think that's the reason? I'll leave it up to you. And here's the thing, okay? I'm not, like I said, trying to harp on her, but I've noticed this thing that people do, and it predominantly happens to women, where they will have a very obvious flaw that is clearly holding them back, and then other women, or just in general people, are too afraid to tell them the truth. Like, for example, if a dude smells really bad, like his friends will have no problem just absolutely roasting him over the fact that he smells bad until he goes and changes. Or if a dude's super awkward with girls, or in general, maybe he's absolutely the opposite, he's like too upfront, and he says a bunch of weird things to a girl, a guy will literally tell his friend to his face, like, you are bad with girls, you're bad at this. But girls cannot do that. Like, her friends, I know that friends, I'm using that, loosely here, they're not being a good friend by telling this girl that the reason why she is not being approached is because she's intimidating. You are doing a disservice to her. A good friend who actually wants to see their friend actually, make progress in their life would say, hey, here are the things that you're really not doing that great at, and it would probably help you, get more guys, or, get more friends, or probably do this or do that, whatever it is. And I made a video about this a while ago, okay? If a guy is ever told that he's too nice and that's why he's not getting girls, if a girl is being told that she's too intimidating and that's why she's not getting guys, that is not the reason, okay? It is 99% of the time not a good reason for why you are not getting the opposite gender's attention. It is most of the time something that's going to hurt your feelings, and yes, you're going to have to change. Like in her video, even if we gave her the benefit of the doubt that that's the reason why, yes, if you present as intimidating, yeah, you would have to change. That means you're presenting as rude. It's like me as a guy going up to girls and saying super inappropriate, disgusting things, and then being like, that's just my personality. What am I supposed to change who I am? Yes, if your personality comes across rude and disgusting, yeah, probably change your approach. If you come across intimidating, change your approach. But trust me, that is not her reason. Moral of the story here is if you are somebody's true friend, male or female, you got to tell them the cold, hard truth sometimes. Stop lying to them. Stop saying, oh, it's actually because you're too nice. You're too handsome, actually. The girls are probably afraid to go talk to you. No, that is not the reason, but that's just my opinion. But hey, what do you think?
Stella, I'm 27 years old. I live in Chicago, and I think being single right now sucks. I'm gonna be honest, this is a very vulnerable post for me because I hate complaining about being single. I feel like when I tell people I'm single, they think something is wrong with me, and I cannot shake that from my subconscious. I was in a relationship with someone for over 5 years, and I have been single now for about 3.5 years. I think the reason that I'm crashing out today around being single, and honestly this entire week, is because it's the middle of January. It means it's cold. It means there's nothing really to do. I just think these deep feelings of loneliness have come up that I'm usually able to escape from in like the summer or when it's nicer out, when I'm traveling, whatever. I want to be clear that I have gotten to a place where I do genuinely think that being single is amazing 85% of the time. I remember being in my relationship and thinking to myself, I am missing out on being single. I'm missing out on getting to know myself. I only knew myself in the context of him, like of my boyfriend at the time. I've gotten to a place where I'm like, I know myself. I'm good. I'm alone. I travel alone. I just booked a trip to Guatemala to hike a volcano. Like, I am thriving in many departments right now being single. All that to say, you can thrive and you can love being single, and then you can have days where you hate it. You can have days where you feel like the loneliest person in the world, and when that hope of finding someone totally disappears. These type of days come up very randomly. Like sometimes they're triggered by things, but very often they're just random. And anyways, I'm sharing this because over the last 3 years, there's a lot of things I've learned when I have days like today where I'm crashing out, and I want to share those with some of you guys in case it helps. The first is, it's really good to sit in these emotions, and it's really good to just absorb them and process them because they will flow through you a lot sooner. I'm very guilty of running away from my problems, of traveling, of overbooking myself, of doing anything I possibly can not to like admit to myself that I feel sad and lonely. Second thing is perspective. When I think about Stella in 50 years, I know I will be kicking myself for having.
Are all the good single men being held in captivity somewhere? Where are we meeting decent men? Like guys who are actually ready for a relationship. I was out with my girlfriends last night. We're all young. We're all hot. We have hobbies. We have careers. We go to workout classes. We're thriving out and about baddies. And we can't seem to find decent single men to save our lives. Hinge is a bust. Tinder is just for hookup. Don't even get me started about Raya. Where are the men? Who is holding them hostage? Please set them free. I am begging you.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.